Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Tami, the creator of the blog and this YouTube channel called Nutmeg Notebook. And this is where I share with you about a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. Very happy to have you joining us today for a live cooking demonstration. So if you are new to our blog, or our YouTube channel, I'll just do a little bit of housekeeping. You're welcome to ask me questions in the chat feed. My husband Tom is here with me and he'll be moderating the chat. Just preface your question with 3 question marks and end with 3 question marks, and that just helps your questions pop out to us so that we don't miss them. So we're really glad to have you joining us today. Now, as those of you who follow me know, I am participating in what is called the Vegan Ultimate Weight Loss Bundle. And a bundle is where a group of collaborators joined together and we pooled our content so that we could put it all together and offer it to you at an extreme discount. And so there are 90 of us that contributed to this particular bundle. There are 112 different pieces of content and it's valued at over $4,700, and you get it for a mere $49. I know, it's a deal. And people on my Facebook group page are raving about it. They are so excited that they bought it and that there is so much content. There's over 1,000 recipes that are oil-free, and then there are so many submissions by doctors who wrote books or developed programs for the bundle. There's intermittent fasting and exercising and programs for batch cooking, menu planning, how to dress for your body type, how to declutter your home, how to detox your home, how to get organized. There's some of the doctors are hosting webinars or doing online seminars for the bundle group. There's exercise plans. There's just so much in there. There's some raw food books that are incredibly beautiful. And today I'll be sharing with you my spring rolls, but I'm very excited about a peanut sauce, or it can be used as a dressing as well. And then also, after that, I will be making a broccoli, apple, blueberry salad. And just that combination of ingredients really intrigued me. And so I thought, I have all the ingredients for that. I have to give it a go. I have to try it. Now I'll show you what I have in the bundle. In the bundle, I have a video course that comes with my first ever ebook recipe book, and it is a beautiful chopped salad course. So you get 12 instructional videos that you get to watch at your own pace. In fact, I got a message from one gal this morning who said she binge watched all 12 videos last night. It's about 2.5 hours worth of cooking content, so that was quite a fun binge for her. And then in the PDF, you can print it or just download it to your computer, and I have recipes for all my favorite things that I like to add to my salads, as well as 25 different ideas for you for making your own chopped salads, beautiful, tasty, and different. So very proud and excited about sharing that with everyone. So I think let's get started. Tom, do you have any questions from anybody yet?
No, folks are just kind of
Everybody's just finding us.
Yeah,
we didn't tell you ahead of time that we were going to do this. It was just like this morning I was like, I'm going to make this sauce and I'm going to make that salad. Let's do a live. Many of you have told us that you would like to see us do more recipes that are in the bundle because that helps you figure out what you should make. There's so many in there. It can be a little bit overwhelming in the beginning, like, what should I make first? So I happen to love spring rolls, and so I'm going to show you today how I make spring rolls.
I've got to run up and get my reading glasses because I can't see the screen. So
That's
I'm going
fine.
to disappear for a
Tom's
minute.
going to disappear for a minute. And then, I'm going to make a peanut sauce. But let's make the peanut sauce first, because that way I can get it, move this stuff out of my way so that I'll have more room for making the spring rolls for you. So in the bundle, there is an ebook that is called Cook Your Way to Health, from wellelephant.com by Lauren Bernick. She's very sweet. Her and I did an Instagram live together, and she was telling me about her peanut sauce, because instead of peanut butter, she uses the defatted peanut powder, which I recently bought, and I'm looking for different ways that I can use it. So I was very excited. Now, no, I cannot share the exact recipe with you because it's in the bundle and it is her recipe, but I will talk about it and show it to you, and then when you buy the bundle you can go in and find this recipe in the bundle. And so it's called Cook Your Way to Health by Lauren Bernick, and she's from wellelephant.com. And she said she picked using the peanut powder also because she wanted to keep the calorie density down lower. So this is the brand of peanut powder that I purchased. I got this on Amazon, and I have my Amazon affiliate link is in the show description down underneath the YouTube video. I know it's a really big container, but it was the one that I could find that was the only ingredient was roasted peanuts. So no added sugar, no added salt. You really have to look at the labels because so many of them have sugar and salt, one or the other or both added. And so this is just peanuts, and for 2 tablespoons it's 60 calories and 1.5 grams of fat, where 2 tablespoons of peanut butter would be like 170 to 190 calories and about 16 or 17 grams of fat. So you can see it's a substantial reduction in the fat. I do know a little bit about calorie density and losing weight. Tom, can you show my before picture? I was going to have him do that at the beginning, but then he had to run upstairs. So we'll just do it now. So that is me prior to going whole food plant-based. I lost 49 pounds, went from a size 14, 16 to a size 4. Got rid of my osteoarthritis in my knees. My LDL cholesterol dropped down to a healthy level. I stopped having all my headaches. I had had a colonoscopy and had 6 polyps removed from my colon, and then after being plant-based for a couple of years I had another colonoscopy, no polyps. So does this lifestyle work? You bet it does. And so that's why I'm very happy to be able to have my YouTube channel and have my blog and be able to share with you guys about this lifestyle, because I yo-yo dieted for almost 40 years. I was great at losing weight, but I could never maintain it. So I was always doing some other diet, and I have been maintaining my weight loss since 2015. Now, I will say that as the seasons go, I will fluctuate 5 to 7 pounds, depending on how careful I am being with my eating. Okay, so let's go back to the sauce. So look for peanut powder that does not have anything added to it. And then she called for maple syrup, but I like to use date syrup. I like the Date Lady date syrup. We get this from Amazon. Also, you can look at my Amazon. Yeah, they're in our pantry in the Amazon when you use our Amazon link. And then she called for Bragg's liquid aminos, but I use the coconut aminos because this is the lowest sodium that I can find for something that's similar to the aminos or soy sauce. And so this actually, it has 90 milligrams in a teaspoon. So you don't want to have a lot of it. And then she calls for a little bit of hot sauce, and I like the Well Your World. This is SOS free, which stands for salt, oil, and sugar free. And so this is the one that I use. We have an affiliate link. Is the Well Your World affiliate link in the description too, Tom? He's
Yes.
going to look and
Yes,
see.
it is.
Yes, it is. And they have a whole line of products that are SOS free. So I have about a quarter cup of water here that I'm going to start with, and then we'll see if I need to add more. I'm going to put my peanut flour in, and again, I can't share the recipe because it's part of the bundle package and it's not my recipe. And there's a little bit of rice wine, not rice wine, rice vinegar, not rice wine, but rice vinegar. What?
You been into rice wine?
It sounds like it, doesn't it? This is my little bit of date syrup. I love date syrup. It's delicious. I like it much more than maple syrup. I just love the flavor that it adds. It's just a deeper flavor, I would say. Okay, so I've got that in there, and I have not made this yet. This is my first time doing it right here live with you, and I have my little mini whisk. I thought that would be, oh, look at me, I got all that peanut powder all over me.
No, not that far. Look at the screen here.
Okay.
There you go.
So I'm just gonna stir it up.
I'm going to see what you're doing.
Now, she did say that some of the peanut powders do need to be sifted. Mine did not look like it was really lumpy, and so I didn't feel like that would be a necessity. And as I can see here, you see how easy it all went together. So that looks wonderful. Wow. So here we go. I'm just going to take a little taste. That is delicious. Wow. That is so good, you guys. Okay, I'm just going to pour it in my dish.
Oh, I'm missing. Oh, we're off screen. Okay.
Well, what I like to do, can I give you this dish to go put by the sink, babe? What I like to do is I like to put the dip in a dish in the center of the plate, and then here, I'll pass you this, and then put everything around it. Put my little spring rolls around it. Now this is a second dip dressing that would also be good. This one is also in the bundle, and this is the mango chili lime. I feel like I just put sauce on my face. Maybe I did. This is the mango chili lime, and this is in the sauces, and here, thanks. This is in the plant-based dips and dressings by Raw Vegan. It's the mango chili lime sauce by Lisa Maris, and this is also phenomenal, and it would be perfect to go with the spring rolls. So that's another recipe that's in the bundle. And somebody I told to make it sent me left a comment last night and said, oh my gosh, I could have drank that, all gone, because it's so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna move my cutting little board over here so I can get to it. And I'm gonna talk to you about the spring rolls. So what I used are these brown rice spring roll wrappers. And so it's brown rice, and I think it has a little bit of sodium in it. It has cassava, water, organic green tea, and a little bit of salt. And so there's 70 milligrams of sodium in 2 wrappers in this particular brand. But look around and see what brands you can find where you live.
Hold those up closer on autofocus.
Okay, so I can hold those up closer. You can get them on Amazon as well. But if you have, Whole Foods sells them, and so does our Sprouts Market has them. And then if you have any Asian markets in your area or grocery stores that cater to the Asian community, they will have these as well. Now, you won't always find the brown rice ones. Sometimes you'll have to go for the white rice ones, and that's okay too. Those work as well. And then they even have a huge oversized one, and these are really fun to make more of, kind of like a sandwich wrap with these as well, because they're so big. So you can really pack them with a lot of lettuce, leaf lettuce, and a lot of raw vegetables, and something like hummus can go in there as well. So we took a class, a spring roll class at a local vegan restaurant. And so we learned how to make wraps out of the great big ones and spring rolls out of the smaller ones. And it was just so much fun to do that. And then they actually do a spring roll wrapper as a gluten-free option for all of their wraps in store. And they will put hummus on them, and it's delicious. So then over here, I don't know if they can see this, can they? Yeah. I have a pie plate. I usually like to use a bigger bowl, but I wanted you guys to be able to see what I was doing. And I have just warm water, not hot water in it, but I have warm water in it because these are dry and we need to rehydrate them. And so I'm just going to put it in here. But if you have a nice big bowl, you can put the whole thing in at once. And I just want to make sure that everything gets wet. And then it will continue to soften even after I put it here on my little cutting board. So you see here, or you can put a tea towel down and you can put it on a tea towel. And then I like to sprinkle it with a little bit of sesame seeds. And that just makes it look really pretty. And they do this at the vegan restaurant that we go to. And then I have fresh herbs, and I have fresh basil, fresh mint, and fresh cilantro. I like to have a little bit of all of these. If there's one that you don't like, that's okay, don't use it. You can put anything down on here that you want. But the fresh herbs really, really make this delicious. So you don't want to skip all of them. You want to have something in here.
Can we move this way just a little?
Sure, because it's just so tasty. How's that?
Something.
Am I going the wrong direction?
Towards me, towards me. Oh.
That's not right.
I'm backwards.
It's backwards, see? Mm-hmm. See?
Don't listen to me.
I'm not going to listen to you anymore. Okay, so then, I like this combination. So, and just put it around. Here, I've got a little too close to the center. We're actually going to roll this like a burrito. And so I want it to be positioned closer to me. Oh man, that smells so good. And then I just have some leaf lettuce here. Romaine doesn't work. Romaine is too stiff. And so leaf lettuce works the best. You can do the red leaf lettuce. That's always really pretty. Now, if I wanted to do hummus, this is when I would spread some hummus on this. And that's really good too. And they do that at the restaurant. Then I have some cucumber here. I have yellow squash, just raw yellow squash. I love it. I like raw zucchini as well. I have that. And then I have the pretty bell peppers. And I'm going to cut this in half, so I kind of like to have both colors on both sides. The red cabbage just adds so much color, and I love that crispness. I do like to add jicama, but I didn't have any jicama today, but I have the Asian pears, which is very similar to the jicama. And then if you want, you can add a little piece of avocado, and I'll add that for Tom. I don't have the nicest looking avocado today, but it was the only one that I had. So we are just going with it. You know, that's always a crapshoot when you have avocados. You don't know when you go to open it up what is going to be inside. So you can see here how I have it more towards me. And then I'm gonna pick up the sides and I'm gonna fold the sides in because I'm trying to create kind of like a burrito.
Can you move those 2 jars and scoot a little bit more to the right so that this is more on screen? Yeah. To that away. There you go.
How's that?
Perfect.
Okay. I have my director here. And then I'm just going to push everything in, try to keep that avocados wanting to fall out, and then I'm just gonna roll. Now this takes a little bit, oh, it kind of broke there on the end, but that's okay. It'll still stick together. I probably overfilled it just a little bit. Let's see, where's my knife? And then you can leave them whole if you want, or for the plate, it's really pretty to cut them and cut them on the diagonal. And then see how beautiful that is? Oh, you're up here. Sorry, you didn't tell me. You're my director. You're supposed to tell me where the camera is.
Okay.
So you see that, how pretty that is?
Turn sideways.
They just look so beautiful.
So we can see the tops, the sides, the seeds. Roll them.
Yeah, so there you can see the sesame seeds. They just look so pretty.
Okay.
And then we'll just
You're on the front camera now.
put them back here. So I'll do another for you. This is actually, we haven't had lunch yet. So this can be lunch. Now, you can also do some tofu if you want. It's fun to do like barbecue tofu or whatever, you know, you can marinate it in a little bit of balsamic vinegar and add some garlic and some ginger, and then either air fry it or I just bake it, and I think it's delicious that way. And then slice it. I like to slice it like the cucumbers. Where is it?
And you're on the
Cucumbers,
no.
Or I can't keep track of the cameras.
Right
I'm
here,
so
just
not
look-
used
look-
to all
just
these
look
cameras.
at this screen right here. This tells you this top right-hand screen.
Okay,
That's what
that
you're-
gives me where I'm at.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I got so many things to think about. Cameras just like, oh, one more thing. Okay, I'm gonna put some mint down. Do we have any questions from anybody? Have you bought the bundle?
Yes, Denise is asking, can I take them for lunch to work, or will the skin dry out, the wrap?
They're best fresh, I will tell you. If you're gonna take them to work, you're gonna need to wrap them like in wax paper or something, because they will want to stick together. If they're touching, even on the plate, you see they're kind of sticky.
They can't see
But
it.
they still can't see. If you have them touching, see they're kind of a little bit sticky. And so I'm getting frustrated with the cameras, I can tell you that.
Everything's backwards.
Everything's backwards.
If you move left, it goes right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh,
It's
it
a
makes
mind
me feel.
game.
It makes me feel stupid. So if you put like wax paper down in your container, and then have them in there, and maybe have them separated by wax paper, they'd probably be okay for a couple hours. But they will dry out. But having said that, oh, and I have a little bit of asparagus, and I just, gently cooked these in the microwave just to make them a little bit soft. Like they do make them and sell them and have them in a refrigerated case at Whole Foods. So yes, it can be done. It can be done. They could maybe stick, oh, I forgot to put lettuce in this one. Well, we're going to still do it. See what happens when I get to yakking. I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. We're still going to do the lettuce because I like the crunch of the lettuce in there. And it's just important, you want to not have things be too long, because if they're too long, then they're going to break through like that other one that I did. I had it overstuffed, And, oh, you know what is also nice is, since we're not doing the hummus, you can sprinkle just a little bit of the organic rice vinegar on here, and that just adds a really nice little bit of flavor. So what else do I want? Maybe just a little more carrot on this one. It's fun to have a variety of colors because it's just so pretty. And we'll pull this up and we will roll this one. And it just takes a little bit to get used to the rolling. In the summertime when I'm making them a lot, I get really good at it, but I haven't made these for a while, and so I am rusty. But here we go. Look how pretty those are. Oh, he's not doing the overhead shot this time. Do the overhead shot. Look at that. It's just it's just a beautiful rainbow of colors. See that? Wow.
And sideways?
Amazing. Well, I'm going the wrong way. It's crazy. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that.
You have to learn how to think backwards.
I can't. My brain does not want to work that way. Okay, I'm going to do one more. One more. But, okay, so what we also like to do is when we have people over, we set up stations at the table and around the island. And we bought like a whole pack of these little clear plastic cutting boards. I think we got like 18 of them or something like that. And then we just let everybody roll their own. And it's so much fun. And everybody can, you know, learn how to do it. And then they can put in exactly what they like. And it's just a really fun thing to do for your family, or if you have kids. The kids enjoy being able to do that. Oop. See, I'm messing up.
Yeah.
Gotta put my herbs.
While you're working on that, Nancy has a question here.
Sure.
She's heard that updates and or corrections have happened in the bundle. If you've already purchased the bundle and downloaded it, will the updates be applied?
So what you'll find out is when you go, here's what we know.
Okay.
And so this is the 5th, not the 2nd.
Okay, go ahead and finish that, and we'll come.
And we'll come
Nancy,
back.
we'll come back to that update conversation. I don't want her to lose her.
I'm lazily losing my place
I don't want this wrap to dry out before she tries to roll it.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
So, yeah, the updates have been corrected on the PDFs that are in the download, and there's one that Tami knows about that where a date changed or something, and we'll give that to you. But on the downloads in general, you want to download the whole, download all into a folder on your PC or device. And
Are you talking off camera? Can they hear you?
Yes, I am, but you're cooking right now. So I thought I'd cover that because while you're doing that. So I download the whole thing into a folder, and there's multiple downloads available, so that, like, I downloaded one into Tami's computer, I downloaded one into my computer, and I downloaded one into Tami's iPad, which landed where? Where did it go into in there? Into
downloads.
Into downloads, because we couldn't find it in files after we did that. And so technically we still have some more downloads left. But they're given multiple downloads available so that you have
you can put it on more than one device.
Yeah, or in the case of these updates, go back in
and look at them.
And grab those files and re-download them with the updates, the corrected PDFs. So.
Okay, I felt like that asparagus spear was going to bust through, so I went ahead and just broke the end off and put it back in, of course.
Okay. This one's going pretty well.
This one's going pretty good. I'm starting to get my footing with this again. There we go.
I want to see it before you cut it.
Oh, you want to see it?
Roll it, yeah, for the upper camera.
See?
See how it looks there? That's fun.
Yeah, it is. Now, if you don't put the lettuce in and you artfully place the herbs, then the herbs will show through. And if you use the white rice wrappers versus the brown rice, then it shows through even more. But here we go. So pretty, so colorful. See, and they're just fun to eat because, I mean, look at all that. You've got the a whole rainbow going on there. And now my platter is full. So look at that.
Do the top view here and see. Oh, no, nice, right there.
Yeah, isn't that just gorgeous, you guys? So pretty, and they're so good.
So you just made all of those.
Yeah, and they're crunchy, and they're delicious. And then we have that peanut sauce.
We have to do another recipe before we eat those?
Yeah.
Okay.
But did you want to try one? Here, let me roll another one so I'll be able to take a picture. No, you're good?
No.
Okay. All right. So any questions on spring rolls and how to make those? And they're really easy. And if you don't want to do the rice wrappers, you know what? You can just put everything in a bowl and then take some of that peanut sauce and drizzle the peanut sauce over the top. Or make a chopped salad. Top the chopped salad with the same things that you would put in the spring rolls, and then put that peanut sauce over the top of it. That would be just super, super delicious.
So,
thank you so much.
All right, so what do we need to do to reset here?
So I'm just going to maybe just hand you this stuff, and we'll move this out of the, we'll leave those here to show at the end.
Okay.
And then I'll just let you take that stuff with you. And this as well. I'm going to hand you this pie plate. You have to be really careful because it's full of water. But you can do it. I have faith in you. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to make is this broccoli salad. And I was just so intrigued when I read the recipe. So I was just browsing through the PDF downloads from the bundle, and I thought, oh my gosh, this sounds so good. So this recipe is from Nutritious and Delicious Plant-Based SOS-Free Recipes by Janie Goddard. It's Jayney, and it is a broccoli salad with apples and blueberry. And I thought, oh my gosh, that sounds so good. So in the intermittent fasting, modified intermittent fasting 10-day program that I did earlier in February, we ate a salad in there that was arugula and blueberries and strawberries and apple cider vinegar. And it was wonderful. Oh, it was so delicious. And so I thought this is going to be a real hit as well. So again, I can't share the exact recipe with you, but what I'm doing is I'm showing you so that you can go find the recipes in the bundle and you can make them as well. So this has a dressing that goes with it. And so I have some flax and some non-dairy milk here. And that's going to just go, oh, Tom, I think I'm going to need a spatula.
Okay.
A little one? Maybe a little one? He's really getting to run around today for me. And so I'm going to put that in here. This is my little attachment that fits on my Vitamix. So I have the Vitamix Venturist model, and it accommodates these, what do they call it? Is it Smart Technology or something like that, Tom? What do they call theirs?
Smart Connect?
Smart Connect or something.
I'll have to look at
And I have a garlic clove, and I have a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and there's a little bit of the Westbury salt-free mustard in there. This is the salt-free mustard. We buy this like a dozen of them at a time from Amazon. So our Amazon affiliate link is in the show description. And then some nutritional...
Self-Detect.
Self-Detect, thank you.
Which is close to Smart Connect.
It is. I mean, you know, it made sense to me. What can I say? And then a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. And that is the sauce. And you could have used flaxseed or chia seeds, it said in the recipe. So, and then I'm going to give this to Tom. And he's going to take it over to the blender base and get that really creamy for me if you could, honey. And then we're also, of course, we need an apple.
There'll be some noise.
It's okay. We're ready for, we know we're going to hear a little bit of noise. And that's all right. just get things moved here. Now I'm just making half the recipe because I'm actually starting a new intermittent fasting regimen tomorrow for 10 days. And so I'm going to make half a recipe because Tom's going to have to eat this. And so I have my fresh broccoli here, and it's already washed, and I've just cut it up so that it's in nice little bite-sized pieces. And then I'm going to cut up my apple as well so that it is also in bite-sized pieces. And then I will put it in there. Hey, do any of you have the apple core slicer that does, like mine does 8 pieces? Do any of you have the one that cuts 16? I think that would be so nice to have because I always end up cutting them.
16 version of this?
Yeah, there's a 12 and a 16. I would love it.
30. You've used them all.
I would love to have that. Yeah, I've used both of them today. We have 2 of them. So just gonna dice these up. And I didn't want to do it earlier because I didn't want them to turn brown on me. Which you guys, that's what happens with the apples. But I could have put them in lemon water and then it would have been fine. But I thought, well, I'll just wait and do that once we get going. I love the crunch of an apple. And this is these are Pink Lady, I think, or Envy. One or the other. Okay, so now I'm just going to put the apple in here. It should be great. And so if I was doing the whole recipe, then it would be 2 apples, and it would have been double. It would have been a whole pound of broccoli. And then it calls for like a 1/4 of a cup of red onion, or a 1/4 of a red onion. And since I'm making half the recipe, I'm not going to put a ton of onion in it. Oh, wait, you probably don't want any raw onion in it. He does not. The recipe calls for raw onion, and Tom does not want any in it. Gosh, I'm glad I remembered that, honey. So normally in this recipe, you would put some red onion. But Tom's going to be eating it, and he says no. No red onion today.
You can sprinkle some in yours.
Yeah, I can sprinkle some in mine. And then the blueberries. That one doesn't look very good. And then I had some fresh blueberries that I got at Costco. And so I'm going to add those in. And I love fresh blueberries.
Nicole's asking how many of those spring rolls you typically eat in a meal.
It depends on how hungry I am and if I'm having anything else with them. So if I've made like a stir fry, then I'll probably have like 4 halves, which would just be 2 spring rolls. But if that's all I'm gonna have, if that's gonna be my meal, then I'll probably have, I don't know, probably 6 or 8 halves. If that's going to be my whole meal.
So 3 or 4 rolls.
Yeah, 3 or 4 whole rolls. Just depends. Okay, so that looks really pretty.
What brand is your stainless steel apple core over there? Is that an OXO?
I think this one is an OXO, but it doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does. It is an OXO.
Okay.
This one is
an OXO. And that's on
OXO.
our Amazon Kitchen Gadgets page.
It should be. I don't know that they make that exact one anymore. But look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And then if I had that, do the overhead. And if you had the red onion, if you had the red onion in it, then that would add even another color to it. So very rainbow-ish. So Tom, if you'd get me one of the pretty bowls from up there, I'm going to take some of it out. So what she says in the recipe.
Medium-sized bowl, or?
Yeah, that one would be fine. Sure. what she says is that, you know, this will hold up for a few days. Oh, perfect. Thank you. But don't put this dressing, don't dress all of it if you're not going to eat all of it on the same day. And just keep the dressing separate. And then, oh, you're going to have to help me out. Oh, did you hear that? It had like a vacuum seal. It was crazy. Oh, look how yummy that looks. Do you want to do the overhead shot, Tom?
Oh, sure. Thank you.
You're just not paying attention.
Come back.
Whoop, I went too far. There we go. Mmm.
Are you going to pour it into the bowl?
It looks really good.
I want to watch you pour it over the salad when you get there.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, well, let me get some of the salad out first.
Cheryl Atkins just tuned in. Is this recipe in your portion of the bundle? Whose bundle?
No, this is from Nutritious and Delicious Plant-Based SOS-Free Recipes by Janie Goddard.
So it'll be in the ends for Nutritious and Delicious.
It should be.
Because the bundle ingredients are alphabetical.
Here's I have a printed list that you can look at. And it's called broccoli salad with apples and blueberries.
Yes, it's in the ends.
It's in the ends. Okay. And so isn't this pretty? Looks so good. I'm gonna use that little spatula.
Okay, I'm on the overhead now.
Oh, you want me out here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll just drizzle some of this.
Wow.
It's actually, look how thick and creamy it is because of the nutritional yeast.
Doesn't that sauce I made look wonderful?
And you did great. I'm impressed. Tom, you're such a great cook.
I pushed the button.
You did good, honey. Oh, yes. Oh, it smells really, really good. Nice. Oh, I think this would be a really pretty salad for the summertime to share. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Oh my goodness. A really good one to take to picnics. This smells amazing. I'm going to taste. So Chef AJ taught me this, you know, from her being a chef, so that they're not using a lot of tasting spoons in the kitchen. They, at restaurants, they go like this. They put it there and then they lick it. That is very good. That's very good.
Jamie Rice has a question. Do you know if there's anything in the bundle about sprouting?
There is. There's 2 books about sprouting. I'm so excited about that. So there is one by, let's see, it's called Life or something like that. Let me see. But I know that there's 2 of them in, let's see, it's not that one. Okay, well now I can't remember, but there's 2. One is by Marvis, wrote one, but there's 2 of them in there. And the one that I looked at had beautiful photographs. It was just gorgeous, and talks about sprouting and microgreens and like step by step how to do everything. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, there's 2 of them. Okay, Tom, let's do an overhead. There it is. It's so pretty, you guys, and it tastes really good.
Lunch.
You know what? I think I would add a little bit of apple cider vinegar to it, because I would like a little more tang to it. And so I think I'll add a teaspoon or 2 of apple cider vinegar to the dressing, just to get, and you like vinegar too, just to get that kind of that tang.
Pizzazz. Yeah,
that little acid thing going. But beautiful, and I think it's going to be really delicious. So we could have Tom, you can come and taste test it for us.
I'm going to roll in here.
You want to be a taste tester? Is that like, it could be a dream
This is
job.
almost like, looks like almost like dessert with these apples and blueberries. What's that called, the fruit, the mixed fruit?
Oh, the walnut
Yeah.
Or the
What? There's a name.
I know.
Wait, no.
Waldorf salad.
Waldorf salad. Yeah, it kind of is reminiscent.
Yeah,
of
it kind of is. This is really pretty though, and so you can add this to your chopped salad. Do you like that?
that. Yes.
It has the nutritional yeast in it.
Even without the vinegar, it's lively. It's got.
Or even a little bit of that vinegar would be good. The rice vinegar, that would be good in it too. Mm-hmm. Yummy, huh? And it's nice and crunchy
But
too.
we haven't had good broccoli for a while.
This was a really nice broccoli. It was.
Yeah, there was some
Very
kind
good.
of broccoli famine in California the
my
last
gosh.
couple of months. It was.
Oh, it's been terrible looking.
It got really nasty, and then it disappeared, and then it came back fresh again. So new crop.
And it was very yellow. It wasn't very green. And so if it's not really green, then you're not getting the phytonutrients.
So what were the core ingredients in that sauce again? It's really creamy.
It is very creamy. There's not a lot in it. Chia or flax, non-dairy milk, nutritional yeast. It had a little bit of apple cider vinegar, but not enough. Mustard, garlic,
Oh, the mustard is the
black
magic ingredient.
pepper.
The mustard is the magic ingredient. That's what's
Mustard's
giving
good.
it pizzazz.
Mustard is good too.
Okay, all right. I'm still eating. I'm going to take this with me.
Oh, do you want to try this with some of the peanut sauce?
No, it's not your lunchtime yet, huh?
I'll get, well, it is, but
Okay. You're going to keep it in a time. She's doing an intermittent fasting thing, so she's got a time window. So
I
if
do.
she starts eating, then she has to
finish eating by a certain
finish
time.
eating by a certain time. She's got to calculate her lunch, her first and second meal of the day.
I
there.
always do.
Okay, so this could get messy dipping in this sauce.
I
So
know, but it's okay.
There's a napkin here somewhere.
Just no double dipping. But
Okay.
I'll get you a spoon and a little.
Oh,
plate.
yeah, can you drizzle this on me?
I-
I mean, drizzle it on. No, don't drizzle it on me.
You want me to drizzle it on you?
Drizzle it for me.
Tom, we're not that kind of show.
I'm going to have to get a moderator here and block you.
Here, how about if I do this?
Okay.
How about if I do this? This would be good. This really,
Okay, just drizzle some right there over the top of that. Now you need a little cooperation here.
I'm trying.
Okay, great. Okay.
It looks really
I probably
good.
shouldn't go off camera for this.
No. You'll do fine. Yummy.
Wow.
Is that good? You like this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It makes me a
Nice, fun flavor. Is it kind of reminiscent of the one
It's
that
like
you
I'm
get
in
at
a fancy sushi joint.
the... Yeah, well, how about from the Asian restaurant that we go to? Does it kind of remind you of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so at least you get that peanut flavor.
There, I self-drizzled that.
But, oh, you did good. But without all the calories. So let me just tell you guys again who these are from. And we'll also go over the... I'm going to try to do a
Yeah,
Facebook post
yeah, somewhere in the description.
about these.
Somewhere in the description of this video, I think I put what's in your bundle. The
Oh.
bundle is amazing. There's so much stuff in it.
Oh, it is.
So that's why we're sharing things that we've discovered that we go, oh, that looks really cool.
Right.
So,
Because there's a lot in there. I mean, I'm following my friends on Instagram who are trying things in the bundle to see what they're making. You know, to see what they're discovering and what they're making. Because it's just so much fun. So let's recap. That
I hope there's no trolls. So I'm seeing happy faces over here. Something's going on. What are you guys doing over here?
Okay, so Tom's happy with what I made. He likes that. And then you're going to go check the computer.
There's something going on over there.
All right, good job, honey. Thank you for tasting. Oh, here, I'll give you your salad. You can keep munching. He's hungry. He hasn't had lunch either. Bless his heart, he ran. I didn't have any pretty bell peppers, so he ran to the store for me to get what I needed for this because I was like, I have to make that peanut sauce. What are they saying?
Joe Serrano says, go ahead and drizzle me.
Hey, if we can't laugh at ourselves, then we're not worth being here for, right? They were laughing at us. Okay, so this is a peanut sauce, or it can be a dressing, and it's from the Ultimate Weight Loss Bundle, and this is from the Cook Your Way to Health from Lauren Bernick. So it's Bernick. It should be in the Cook Your Way to Health. Let me look at my print out and see. Yes, it will be in the Sezz. Cook Your Way to Health. And she's from wellelephant.com. It's a real pretty pink PDF. And that's the peanut saucer dressing that uses the peanut powder in order to keep the calorie density down. And then remember that I used the coconut aminos to keep the sodium down. And it's not something that I would have every week, but once in a while to be able to have that. And yes, the peanut powder is processed, and I'm the first to admit that that is a processed food. But I really love what Dr. Esser said in the Truth About Weight Loss Summit. He was on the last Sunday when I was on, and he said, we don't have to be perfect. We're not striving for perfection. We're striving for excellence. And I love that because, 95% of the time, I have excellent choices for what I eat. So I have a little bit of wiggle room there to have something like peanut powder and a little bit of coconut aminos. But we each have to decide for ourselves what we can have, what can we tolerate, and what can we have. But I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have any medical issues that would cause me to not be able to have a little bit of sodium or a little bit of the peanut powder now and then. So, we all have to make that choice for ourselves. And then, because I know somebody's going to say, well, you say you're whole food plant-based, but then you eat that processed peanut powder. Yes, but I'm telling you that I'm doing that, and I'm admitting it, and I'm admitting that I'm not 100% perfect. Okay, then this broccoli salad, and Tom is eating it off camera here, and he is enjoying it, is from the Nutritious and Delicious Plant-Based SOS-Free Recipes by Janie Goddard. And it's the broccoli salad with apples and blueberries. And I would just add a little more vinegar for us to the dressing and keep the dressing separate from the prepared salad so that it will last longer, which is that's just a great idea. And this would actually be delicious on top of one of our chopped salads. And then as a reminder, the course that we have in the bundle is the chopped salad course with 12 videos and the PDF of recipes. And so you get our course plus the other 111 things that are in the bundle. I asked on Facebook this morning how many of you bought the bundle and would you recommend it to anyone else? And the responses were fabulous. Everybody is so excited about the bundle and all the content in it. So go through and look at it because there's a lot. There's a lot. And there's a lot that has nothing to do with food because, it's a lifestyle. So every aspect, exercise, home organization, how to dress, the ABCs of movement from Dr. Shirazi. There's 2 intermittent fasting books in there written by doctors. Check those out. Dr. Furman, I already read his cover to cover and it was fantastic. So there are some things in the bundle that are time sensitive. And we did include these in Sunday's email that went out. So if you're on our email list, you got that. So if you're not on our email list, then go to NUTMEGNOTEBOOK.com and subscribe. It's free. We don't sell your email. We just send out an email a couple times a week letting you know what's going on with us and in the plant-based community. Mark your calendars for March 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern. That is when Dr. Barnard will be doing a live presentation for the people who purchased the bundle, followed by a Q&A. And he's from Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. And Tom and I have had the great pleasure of hearing him speak in person when he has come to Sacramento. And he is fabulous. If you've never witnessed him giving his talks, he's fantastic. Then Dr. Jessica Krant, and she is board certified dermatologist. And on March 20th, which that will be here soon, she is giving a webinar called Brilliant Life and Glowing Skin. You'll find that in the PDFs that you downloaded. The time has changed. It was listed at starting at noon Eastern. It is now going to start at 11. And so it will go from 11 to 2. It will be recorded, so you will be able to watch the replay. I do not know if Dr. Barnard's program is going to be recorded. Then Victoria Moran from Main Street Vegan. She is doing 3 sessions with Victoria. It's going to be all about losing weight, eating plant-based. And the first class, there'll be Zoom classes. The first one will be March 5th. These are Saturdays. And then again on March 12th, and then March 19th. Her classes will be recorded, and you can watch the replay. And then Dr. Nikki Davis, she has a weight loss webinar, and you'll find that in your PDFs, and it will be available for you to watch for 1 year at your leisure. You can go to her site. There will be a link in her PDF. You can go to her site and she will have that up. It's something that she created just for the bundle, and it will be up on her website for 1 year. And Chef AJ told me that she watched it the other day and it's fabulous. So Dr. Nikki Davis was at True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, California, which is a medically supervised water fasting program facility, and she herself lost weight. So I did an Instagram talk with her earlier this week, and she said that when she first went plant-based, she didn't think she was overweight, but when she started eating whole food plant-based, got rid of the oil, sugar, and the salt, she lost weight and has maintained it, and she looks gorgeous. So that should be really fun. Then this is not a time-sensitive thing, but I want to point out to you the Chef AJ put in the bundle the Virtual Women's Retreat. I think it was called Virtual Women's Empowerment Retreat. And I was one of the presenters for that. And I did a PowerPoint presentation on batch cooking. And I know you guys are always asking me about batch cooking and how do you do it. And so if you didn't attend that Virtual Women's Empowerment Retreat, make sure you watch it. There was lots of wonderful speakers the whole day. I think I'm at the end of that webinar, and take in the batch cooking PowerPoint. And anything else, Tom? Any questions for me?
Michelle Atkins says the bundle is awesome.
Yes.
Exclamation point 3 times.
It is. Yes, it is called on the PDFs that you downloaded. It's called Vegan Women's Empowerment Virtual Retreat Video.
It's in the V's.
Yeah, with Chef AJ and friends. So, and it was a 1-day online retreat, and I can't remember how much it was. I think it was like, was it $50 or $90 to attend that? So there is just so much content that in the bundle that is totally amazing. Do check out ABC, the ABCs of movement. Is it the ABCs of movement? By Dr. Shirazi.
Yeah.
Because we interviewed them, and that looks like a wonderful course. Tom is going to do that course with me. When we got done interviewing them, they stayed on and chatted with us for a while and gave us some things. They had
a therapy session.
We
An online
did.
therapy session.
They were like, okay, you guys, stand up, turn sideways, do this, do that. And they said that they thought that the course would help correct problems that we both are having And so we're very excited about doing their course as well.
On request of a couple of folks, I did put the bundle product titles in the show notes and
Nice.
in association with the name of the recipe. So you now have a
thank
reference in the show notes which bundle products, because there's so many of them, you know, in 20 minutes, you know, who knows where these recipes came from. It's in writing in the bundle.
Perfect.
Everything in the bundle, after we downloaded it, was alphabetical. Oh, they have some other bundle items. So, and on downloads, you know, we're new to the iPad. We downloaded it. I put it into the computer first, and it took me a couple of tries to do that the right way. I had to call for technical support. My son-in-law is an IT person, and he says, "Tom, you got to go to Chrome. You've got to instruct your computer to request where you want files to go during downloads." And so I went through that process. We did get them into Tami's iPad, also on a download, but we couldn't find them at first. We found them in downloads, but I was looking in files. We're not iPad people, really. So my point is this: if you have a technical question about your device, your download process, please find a technical friend in your proximity that knows this stuff. And you know, we know about she knows about the food. I know about cameras and lights, and I'm sort of a computer person when it comes to Windows PC based stuff. But when you get into the Apple world and Macintosh world, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So,
and it's a brand new iPad, and so we're learning how to use it.
And if you have download issues, the support, the uwlbundle@gmail.com support, and that is also down in the show notes, have been very gracious and very helpful for folks that have had download issues. So, you know, if you run into trouble, reach out for help from your own technical person, or if it's a download issue from the bundle, then reach out to those folks.
Yeah.
So, and you have our I've been eating those.
Well, you're going to have more to eat because I'm starting my fast tomorrow. So
yeah, it's almost nap time, and I haven't finished my lunch yet.
I know, but you've been snacking ever since we started. You started with these, and then right. You can't be too hungry right now. Give me a song and a dance.
If she paid me more, I wouldn't have to scavenge food like this. Huh?
You're so sad.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back over here. Bye.
If you were watching last night, you know, we did tea with Tom and Tami last night, and so I made these bars for us to have. This is from Kathy Fisher's Healthy Snacks, which is her contribution to the bundle, and this is baked oatmeal. I'm not sure if that's what she called it in there or not. If that, I don't know. Did you want to do a top view for me?
Okay.
Camera down.
There you go.
So there you can see these. They're nice and thick, and they're really good. And of course they are SOS free. They were made with oats and plant milk and raisins, and I added some goji berries to them, and I added flaxseed, but they have cinnamon and nutmeg, and just really nice. It could be, you know, portable breakfast on the go, great snacks for the car, for the kids. We said, we would so take these hiking with us because they're really hearty, and you can see they're kind of dense, and so they'll hold together well. And so that is also in the bundle, Kathy Fisher's Healthy Snacks. And then these are the breakfast cookies, and these are chocolate peanut butter. They are so good. They're delicious, completely different flavor profile from these. I like both. You know, if I really wanted something chocolate, then I would pick this. And neither one of these are super sweet, which I also really like because we don't eat sugar, and we don't eat a lot of really sweet stuff. And so the breakfast cookie, I have to look and see where that one was from. It is from Top 10 Plant-Based Kitchen Basics. breakfast cookie by Karen Dugan. And so when you open up that PDF, the recipe is not in the PDF, but there is a list of recipes that are highlighted in blue that in the PDF, they are clickable and they take you to a website where you can get this recipe. And so that's what I did, because I saw that my friend Sharon McRae on Instagram had made these and said that they were really good. Her family liked them. And so instead of using peanut butter in them, I used the peanut powder. It called for 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and instead I used 3 tablespoons of the peanut powder to, you know, give it that nice peanut butter flavor. So there you go. Super delicious. Really fun, you know, just to have some new things that we can make and things that we will continue to make. I mean, so far, everything has been quite a hit. And then don't forget the mango chili lime sauce. And that is from Plant-Based Dips and Dressings, raw vegan, the mango chili lime sauce. And this stuff is drinkable. It is so good. So, anything else for me, Tom?
Kelly Volmer says, don't forget to like the video. Give yourself a thumbs up.
Thank you. Thank you. Give us, yes, please. That was so sweet of her. Thank you so much. Yes, give us.
There, I just gave us a thumb up. Am I allowed to do that? It went up.
No.
It went from 36 to 37.
I think we're not supposed to do that. I don't think we're supposed to do that.
It's really narcissistic to do that.
That is really narcissistic to do that. Yes, it is.
I'm going to ask Doug Lyle. Is it okay to give yourself a thumbs up?
What would Doug say?
I need to maintain my self-esteem, and if I give myself a thumbs up, that aids in that.
Does it?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I'm sure he would be proud of me.
I'm all for it then.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think that's all we have.
Oh.
And if you want to share this in any of your Facebook groups, feel free to share our video as well. And thank you for joining us. And I'm amazed that there were so many people that popped in. And
did you tell them this is a great program too?
I did, but you tell them.
This is a great program too.
Yes, we worked long and hard on that. That took us a few months.
I lived, ate, and breathed chopped salads for about a month.
Of just editing.
Yeah.
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 And
okay.
a lot of time in the kitchen just recording everything.
Well, I'm going to have some more of that. I'm going to eat at least 5 of those, and then that'll be lunch. Yeah. Because that's only 2.5 actual rolls.
Oh, okay. Well, can I get a picture before you devour it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, you guys. This has been really fun. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes.
It's great, and I probably won't make any more food tomorrow because I don't get to eat any of it.
That's right.
Because I'll be doing my fasting protocols.
All right.
So
yeah, well, we'll keep you updated on Instagram, Facebook. I'll probably be sending another email out.
Only 2 days left.
We don't want anybody to miss out on the bundle. There'll be probably a lot of discussion about things from the bundle moving forward as we go into the summer. And then if you don't have the bundle, then you don't have the bundle. So the only way to have it is to get it. So
yeah.
I put links in the description. I put links in the chat. There's no way you can't find the link. So
yes, and I'll continue to share when I get past my next 10-day intermittent fasting protocols. Then I'll continue to share the treasures that I find in there, and whether they're food related or not.
A lot of people have got the bundle. So as we move forward, we'll say this came from the bundle if something comes up. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day. And I'm Tami.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy one meal at a time. I was going to say one bundle at a time.
Okay. Well, you want to say one, but I have to get the, I don't have the right screen ready for signing off.
Oh, he's not ready to sign off. He's still working on it.
I had your before and after still in there from.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I didn't put the sign. Now I'm ready. We can sign off now. So what are we saying?
Oh, I was just kidding. But we could. I'm Tami.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy one bundle at a time.
There, we did it. Bye.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for joining us.